Everybody. My experience with the spirituality or meditation started way back in 2009. I also used to visit Pyramid Valley and recently got connected with the Buddha CEO. Attended one of their 40-day program, and this was like sort of the first time I did the meditation on a daily basis, the breath mindfulness. I used to do it on and off and things like that. I've seen a lot of changes in my life, in business. And this time I did it continuously for 40 days. And there were a lot of changes that I saw. The second business that I was working on from the last few years, I knew that it's like there would be some investor would be coming and investing. I could sense that, but it had not happened. And I was always wondering, I mean, whatever dreams that I had always would get manifested. Why is it that I'm not attracting any investors? So immediately, as soon as I started this, I didn't even have to complete the 40-day program. I got a call from one of the investors that I was expecting, saying it's like, let's meet and discuss. And they were interested to start working on this project. And so it was a sudden development. And I said, okay, I mean, yeah, the meditation is magic. And the people who were around me, the relationships, even though there were people around me for many years, suddenly the way they connect changed. Like, for example, my dance teacher was very critical. She would keep correcting. And suddenly one day I manifested, and the next day I get a message from her saying, you're so inspiring, so determined and focused, and you're this one. And she's changed the way she was teaching me, and said, you are my role model. And it was as if it's like I was changing as a person. So, I mean, life is full of magic and miracles, and every moment we keep creating. And I think we need to be very conscious about what thought goes into our mind and what we say. And sooner or later, if not today, tomorrow, if not this year, next year, if not this lifetime, next lifetime, whatever thought that we have gets manifested. So I think it's very important that we keep working on ourselves on a daily basis and ensure that we keep removing any of those thoughts. I mean, 99.99% of the time, the mind is like a sponge. It keeps absorbing everyone else's thoughts, feelings, emotions. It's very important that we keep our mind empty. We keep spending time every single day, every moment, letting go of those thoughts and returning back to that zero state where manifestation happens easily.
Happy morning, Masters. Happy evening to all the Masters from the West. So the last 3 days, we have been seeing and listening to Master Chandra about manifestation, visualization. And today we saw a perfect example of how one can manifest. The right thoughts will manifest. So Sir will be taking us through how emotions limit us from manifest what we want. So let's listen in from Sir today again. So request you all to turn your cameras on and listen into an interactive and very interesting topic of how our emotions limit us from not manifesting what we want in life. That is why some people manifest and some don't, even after meditating. Thank you, Sir.
Thank you, Veena. Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Wonderful afternoon, evening. We're understanding this program is about pursuit of human excellence. Because I truly believe meditation is to live human excellence. There is no perfection, but there is excellence. We can improve upon, and then we can, if we experienced something yesterday, and then with the change that we can experience 10 times more tomorrow. If we've done something one way, we can improvise upon it much better, new way, creative ways. Krishna is the cause of suffering from Gautama Buddha. It's not desire, it is the desire, excessive desire, greed. Greed and attachment to the greed are the cause of suffering, not the desire by itself. Patriji would always say, soul is always dissatisfied. Is always dissatisfied only then the creation happens. When we stay dissatisfied, the soul level, then the creation happens, because then it always wants to know what next, what is there, who am I, what's my potential, explore. And so meditation is fundamentally allowing us to explore, not helping us not to resign from things. The heart elevation that we do is not about relaxing, it's about becoming, it's about pulling back as soon as we finish some activity, and then go back to be very active, but they can pull back to relax when it's not necessary, but then become active again. All the practice of meditation is not to completely pull back and stay away from non-doing. It is about doing things. The detachment. It's about exploring ourselves fully, which means they're exploring the infinity through this human body with detachment. That's the definition that we love as spiritual scientists. And so we're in the pursuit of this excellence. We're talking about 5 things are the way to drive our creation. Sometimes you do it, sometimes we don't do it. It's a cycle. It's not necessary that every day we are thinking about it actively. Sometimes when we create something, it's always this quantum principle, doing and being. You do for some time, you become of it, and then you experience it, and then you go back and do it again. Do be, it's called. So in the 5-step process, we said meditation is making us very focused. Second one, we understood the quantum field has unlimited potential. And so when we become open to it, when you regularly meditate, when you start experiencing, first understand scientifically there is unlimited potential. And then the more we meditate and we are with it, then we familiarize ourselves and say, yes, there are more possibilities there. There is something much more beyond the body. And then things that are showing up, that I'm seeing visions. And so we become more and more open. The third thing, we're understanding, creating goals, and then visualizing. Visualization is about, when we set goals, number 1, we are channelizing our energy in that direction. And then 2, visualizing is to feel the experiences of what we want ahead of the event. There are lots of concepts here. Now, Patriji in his video said manifestation is about accessing the unlimited power of that soul or the quantum field, and then utilizing the unlimited power of the brain or the mind. So visualization is this where visualization steps in, is to utilize the unlimited power of the brain. We know that number 1, subconscious is operating for us 90% of the time. So can I utilize my subconscious for me? So how do I bring in, how do I reprogram the subconscious with what I want? It's got unlimited capacity anyway. One is by regular meditation, I'm removing unwanted circuits. But then can I put a new circuit which is more useful for me, which is going to be more fulfilling for me? Now, useful, fulfilling is where our meditation is slowly giving us clarity. And so we know the right goals we go after. We question, is it necessary for me? We automatically start reprioritizing. But that is there. But then once we know this is useful, this is what I'm passionate about, this is what I love to feel, I love to experience. And then how do I put it into as a program in a subconscious? You visualize. You visualize regularly. Anything that's repeated, it goes in there. Number one, you want to put a circuit which is absolutely matches with what you want. So you define your experience as clearly, as vividly as possible. The experience that you want to have as part of this new future, you define and say, my health is getting better. And the reason I want to be run, I want my leg to be fully healed, my body to be fully healed, is because of 5 things. I want to travel around the world. I want to spend time with my children back again when they're going to those trekking trips. I want to join with the family. I'm able to join my community marathon events that these guys regularly do it. I've not been able to do it. I want to do that. And so you have these various experiences that you define. That experience that you want to have, and then why it sort of drives you to go back and participate, which you're doing before, and then now you're not able to do because you've got resigned to this challenge in the body. And so then if you have these 3, 4, 5, 6 solid experiences that you're meaning to have again, and so then you are visualizing as if you're doing those one by one. The traveling around, you're going around, travel wherever you want to go, the travel where your body needs to support. You go to Cambodia temples, you need to walk around for at least half a day to understand those temples. You are interested in intricate architecture, but you need to walk around. Your body is supporting you. You are happy, you're enjoying. You're going up and here and there. You are enjoying with your body. That's an experience you're seeking. A future experience you want is why you want your health to improve. Second, you are with your children or the family. You're going to the outings or the weekend trips or whatever that is. Family farming, you're going and then doing again. Your body needs to support. You visualize and dream that exact feeling, that exact experience of people, places where you are, how deep it is, what environment, is it green, is it red, what kind of color, is it sunny, is it when you're doing it, is it like nighttime you're doing it, what is that activity? Be clear about the experience that you want to experience again, have again. That community marathon, so what color t-shirt you're wearing, and then how does it feel to be, who are the people around you? Are you running fast? Are you doing slow? Are you guys are you chilling in there as part of it? Taking group pictures, visualize that, because there is something that is driving us to go back and participate. And so visualization is to have a list of experiences if your goal is met. The goal is to gain the health. The goal is to grow the business by 100%. The goal is to do the nonprofit of helping the disabled children, or the goal is to teach meditation in your entire company. Then if you are teaching, assume that you already taught meditation to the company. That's your goal, you met your goal. And if you've done that, what experience you're going to go through? Why do you want something to happen for you? And that why will give you towards those 4, 5, 6 experiences they want to experience in life. That why means that you've got to have clarity. It's not about saying I need $1 million in the bank. It's about if you got $1 million today, what are you going to do with them? Do you have the feeling of utilizing that money towards what? And when you say, it's not randomly saying, okay, I'm going to just buy this, buy that, but you feel excited about doing those activities. It's about feeling. When you feel, then you know that your body, fundamentally, your heart is loving it. That means your greater self, that you as you are loving it. It's not mere mind activity. It's not done to survival. It's not done to just get survival. It is about enjoying it. So if you got $1 million in the bank and you start spending, do you feel good about it? It's not an intellectual exercise. It's an exercise, heart-driven. That means that you truly, truly love it. Yes, I'm writing a $100,000 check to this nonprofit, which I always wanted to do. Yes, I'm going around with this group of friends together. I wanted to do this, but I just pulled back myself and never did it. I'm doing it because now the money. So now visualize that a full experience of going with the people, exactly what you think you would do. The more clarity you have, the more clear your experience is. So first step is in visualization, locking down on those experiences that you want to have with a lot of feeling. That means you are passionate about. Yesterday I said the goals have to be where you're passionate about. They must drive you up. Every day in the wake up in the morning, you feel like this is it. This is my important part that I want to do in this life today or in the next few weeks. Your undivided attention towards it. When you got it, dear friends, and then you will have clarity of why you're seeking it. When you have the clarity, you will have a list of experiences that you can put as a series of things that you want to visualize. So your experience is clear. That means your thought pattern is clear about it with the feeling. And then what do? We visualize today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, 4 days later, 5 days later, 6 days later, 7 days later. You visualize for a few days, a few weeks. Put it into the subconscious, it goes in. Your brain then is primed up to go and act for you. The subconscious is acting for you. This is the process of visualization that we practice. And so then it becomes your new state of being. And you wake up, and when you're visualizing, automatically your subconscious has got it. And then it starts operating for you. When there is relaxation, it operates for you. It is projecting. When you're going into this meditative state, where you're empty state of mind, anyway, your subconscious, unconscious, deeply connected, it is projecting that intention. And every experience is, we said, it's a frequency. Just the way electrons became into the matter with attention. Somebody is attending for you, your subconscious is attending for you. And so then it's got to go out and then find that possibility in the quantum field. And so it's got to manifest. So visualization is living our future ahead of the event, connecting to a future ahead of the event. And it is best done when you're in an empty state of mind, where there's no resistance, there's no other thing going on. It's only that. So that's why at the end of meditation, starting tomorrow, we're going to do this at the end of meditation. That means we will do heart elevation, Ana-Pana-Sati, and then we will have a sequence, we will have a new music, excited music, where we start visualizing and dreaming about that new future, living that future as if the goals have happened. You got your promotion, you got your nonprofit going already, you finished. So that means you have a set of experiences going. You feel happy, you feel joyful, you feel proud. You are inspiring many people because you've done it. All those are experiences that you're going to go through, right? And you're going to put them as your visual sequence. And so that new music where you're going to visualize to it. You're going to dream about it. The same eyes closed, right? You're living it, you're feeling it. And then, of course, we express gratitude. And so there's a sequence that we're going to put that to the practice from tomorrow, right? What we'd want is you to do some exercise about take a goal and then list down a sequence of experiences and then feel it for yourself. If you're not getting feelings, you're driving up on the wrong goal. If you don't get feelings, that means no excitement. It is perhaps you're taken because somebody told you. You're taking that second house because your friends got it. That's not going to help. You got to feel deeply inside that you need a second house. You need a reason. There is a good reason for it. What is the reason? What are you going to do with it? And so when you have the solid understanding, then you're going to be excited. You're going to have feelings. And if you got feelings, then you are on the right goal. This is how meditation also, when you're doing visualization, it's going to help you to automatically drop things that are not necessary. But we're going to have resistance to say, no, how can I let go of it? Always want it. Anyway, meditation is going to help us to clear between a mind-driven versus heart-driven goals. So let's go into meditation, dear friends. Relax yourself. Today's newsletter, yesterday's newsletter covered visualization. Today's newsletter is going to cover something called limiting emotions. The newsletter is very self-exploratory. That is leading to something called limiting belief, fourth step in manifestation, which is a topic for tomorrow's masterclass. But the limiting emotions that are there in our body is fundamentally telling us readily if we are limited by something. If you carry guilt as an emotion, because you did something somewhere, some days ago, some months ago, some years ago, and you still carry the guilt, your state of being is fundamentally guilt. That means you're limited by saying that, okay, because you did something, and so somebody else is impacted or hurt, and so which is carried. Yeah, limiting emotion, it's called a limiting emotion. Guilt is bulliedness, feeling separateness, feeling lack. These are all limiting emotions. They're all readily determined, readily informed by our heart. Basically our heart catches what your thought, and if the thought is a limiting emotion, which is because there is a fundamental limiting belief. Read this newsletter today in preparation for tomorrow's limiting belief session. Let's go into meditation once again, dear friends. We are practicing Ana-Pana-Sati meditation. Our goal is to empty the mind. When we observe our breath with our eyes closed, specs removed, as you see in the picture, sitting in the chair or on the floor, cross-legged. Anybody new here? The goal of this meditation is to empty the mind and stay in the state of emptiness for as long as you can. And observe your natural breath. Take any point on the nose as a reference, and then observe that at that point, your breath is going in and coming out, your natural breath. When your breath is going in, coming out, and you observe that, slowly mind is becoming empty. And the mind is empty, we start experiencing total emptiness. It will be black, dark, blue. It's marked by nobody, nothing. There's nothing around you. It's empty. And I want you to be in that state of emptiness. Many of us don't even know that we're in the empty state. It is a good state. When you're not aware of yourself, it's just fine. Right? So as you observe the breath, you go into emptiness. When you're empty, be in that state. In case you have thoughts, and you know you're thinking actively. The thought is about your body, your environment, and your next thing, your life, the material, this physical life. When you have a thought, and you know that is a thought, attention back to the breath again, and observe the breath. And slowly again, you go into emptiness. And then be there for as long as you can. It is going to happen that we'll be oscillating between thought and then no thought. Thought and no thought. It's common. Don't judge yourself. Don't be harsh on yourself. Meditation is still taking time, but every meditation is good. We are going into empty states and pockets. So just continue, right? Continue. It is a training we are doing. It's called breath mindfulness meditation or Ana-Pana-Sati. Before we do this meditation, we're doing something called heart elevation process to elevate ourselves into a higher emotion or love, joy, gratitude, simply by recollecting an experience from our past. Spending time with a child, with your parents, with your friends, doing an adventure activity, any of those. Recollect and relive and feel good here. That's it. Few minutes of heart elevation, and then we go into this Ana-Pana-Sati. Relax yourself, dear friends. Sit comfortably with your eyes closed. Relax your body. Feel your body, head to toe. Relax. Dear friends, dear masters, keep your hands on your chest area. Rest your attention on your sacred heart. With a slow, long, relaxing breath, can you feel your beautiful heart? Feel the beat and rhythm of your heart center, which is nurturing all life with its energies of love, joy, gratitude. I want you to connect to your center of your heart, that seat of all emotions, your primary connection to the experience of life. Feel it, dear friends, with a greater love for life, with a greater passion for life. Recollect an experience from your past, from your present, where you felt enormous love, compassion, care, and relive that moment and elevate yourself. Relive that moment and feel that energy inside your beautiful heart. The more we experience love, joy, compassion, the more we find that connection to all things and everybody. We are deeply interconnected with each other. Aspects of energies in this quantum field. relive that moment of love and feel that energy. Connect with your heart center. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, resting your hands comfortably in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. We are going into powerful group meditation. Our goal is to empty the mind. And we observe our breath. Our mind becomes empty. When the mind becomes empty, we channelize all that energy into the generous present moment.